I'm Connett with the Regents Car and Motorcycle Club out of Long Beach. We reformed it back in 2007. It was a club originally formed in the 60s, and myself and the guy that rides this panhead here, we're both part of that club. And I bought this bike about 2 weeks before I had knee surgery, and I rejetted the carbs, pulled off some stuff, and put a free-flowing exhaust on it, and it flies. It's got some good power, good sound. I just hit 110. It's the first time I've really had a chance to open it up, and I'm pleased with it. I can't complain.
Are you a vet?
Yes. I was with the 82nd Airborne. I actually joined the Army a month before September 11th. I was in basic training when the towers went down. Went to Iraq for the invasion, and I went again a second time, and came off active duty, and here I am.
This is Paul Umbriaco, John Sliskovich.
Yeah, no, Albo brand. We make reproduction motorwear, 1930s and 1950s, sweaters, shirts. Starting out small right now, eventually going to do jeans and some other things here and there.
Yeah.
You know, you have the Europeans, the Japanese who want this American stuff, and they're making it over there, but we're going to make it here in America. And there's other companies doing it, but I think we're going to market it the right way, and we get along with everybody, so it's fun.
It's an old BSA M20, an old British Army World War II bike. It's slower than shit, but it's fun. It's 500cc. It's still pretty much stock.
Have you put a lot of work into it?
I have a lot of friends that put a lot of work into it. The most admired thing on this bike by everybody that sees it is the damn kickstand. Everybody looks at this thing like, holy shit, that thing's awesome. But it's a piece of shit. A regular feature on the military bikes, but on the British beezers. That's it. Just lean it over and hope the asphalt's not too hot. Otherwise it'll be on its side before you know it.
What did you ride here today?
I rode one of these bikes. It's a 1940 BSA with a 50s military upgrade on the transmission. And we were going down the freeway about 70 miles an hour and freaking blew the rod right through the barrel. Yeah, hurt one guy, cut his leg right open.
Yep. The piece that broke off, it smacked me in the shin.
I know, I saw you have a bloody nose.
Oh, man. Oh, the piece came over.
Where were you when that happened? Were you behind me?
I was like 2 car lengths behind you, I guess.
And it just bounced up?
Yeah, I saw it bounce this way, and then I kind of swerved to try to miss it, and it bounced back.
Was it a big piece?
No, it was only like, it looked like maybe a rock about that big.
There's pieces about this big flying around.
Well, better you than me. That's all I gotta say.
I heard it. And that just cost you more than me, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
I'm with my father. He beat me when I was young to learn mechanics. So I learned how to work on motorcycles because I'm a punk. Nah, I'm just playing. That's my pops. He does construction. He's off work, so he came out with me.
He's been working on bikes. He started when he was like about
what kind of bikes?
14 years old.
BMX bikes? Yeah.
BMX bikes.
Worked on BMX bikes, then got into trail 50s. Buddy had a couple of them, so I had to put parts off one to make it one run. So I had one that was rideable, and then when I was 18, I got into big bikes.
Still don't work on cars, man.
Did he always listen to you?
No. Still doesn't.
Look at me. Do I listen to anybody? No.
Well, you're a good kid.
I try.
We keep you around.
I try.
You guys should talk.
What do you got, Steve?
It's a 1969 Triumph 650 TR6, same as the Bonneville with a single carb. I bought it brand new in 1969. It has 5,000 miles on it. It's my little beach cruiser. This is they put BSA fork covers on it at the dealer. That's an original Triumph dealer sissy bar. This is an original helmet from the 60s.
You know what?
So the first thing I did, I got this bike, had about 100 miles on it, tore it all apart, and chromed everything, and stuck it all back together again. Painted the tank, had a dent in it. And that's the original. I painted that in 1960. It's 35 coats of hand rub lacquer, and it looks good today. Great running machine.
This is 64. Triumph, Bonneville engine. I hand build these bikes, so most of the stuff on this is one-of items. And I met Scotty one day, and he asked me to make him some parts, and we got to be buds. And here we are now, riding together. This is what I like to do. It's kind of a passion. I like making one-of items. I don't like pulling up to a stop sign and somebody's got a bike that looks like mine. I've been doing this since the 60s. So I kind of had to go around the first time. Now I'm getting to enjoy the whole thing over again. Actually, it's special front to back because it's all hand built. It's hardly any parts on here you could just go by or pick up this way. The oil tank's cast aluminum. It's 4 different aluminum castings that weld together and make brackets for to mount on these bikes. I make the velocity stacks. I've got to throw my name on everything. It's not a Trader Queen. One of the most unusual parts on the bike is this is what they call an ARD ignition. It's a Joe Hunt magneto. It's a belt drive, and it's made to have the mag over here to keep it out of the way. The mags used to sit here, and when you dropped your bike racing, it snapped the mag off. They only made 800 of them mags total in the 70s. So it's kind of a rare piece on the bike. And, kind of a prized piece. The knockoff, that's an original sprint car knockoff from the 60s. It's a Hildebrand Racing used to make them for the sprint cars. I stick them on these for kind of an authentic 60s item that gives a real nice look. Something a little different for the visual effect. And it looks neat going down the street, but when the bike's parked, it's something to comment on. And the other thing I do with my bikes, I run the rear fenders strutless. No rear struts. Try to keep them nice and tight to the fender in the same curve as the tire.
My name's Ramon. I'm from San Pedro. I live like 5 blocks from Earl. My sister, Alex.
Hey.
They live with me. This is my bike. My second bike. Like, I bought this thing stock and chopped it up. I narrowed the tank. The seat is my mom's. It was my mom's oven pan, and I welded it onto the fender. I dropped it, and my dad's a welder, but most of my knowledge on bikes came from Earl and another friend called Slim.
What do you got?
A 1948 Panhandle.
Sweet. Tell us it. How'd you get it? Is it you found it?
I was actually looking for an old military 45, and I ran across this, and this is way better because I can actually go 65 miles an hour on the freeway without putting a rod through the cylinder.
Right.
Most, actually all Harleys were like this up until pretty recently, or up until the 50s, but instead of having a clutch up here and then shifting it here, your shifter, well, should be here, but mine is back here right off the tranny. And then this is your clutch. This is clutch engaged, this is clutch disengaged, and you just shift up through the gears.
This is my bike. It's a push-start Harley model.
That's right. It's just standard Ironhead chopper. My name's Frankie. Ironhead chopper in a Denver frame. I picked this bike up on a trade, and it wasn't running, so we put a little, blood, sweat, and tears into it and got it on the road. I plan on breaking it down and putting my own little touches on it, but for now, it's a rider. I just want to introduce my dad, Joe. He had probably one of the most important jobs today. He drove the pickup truck, the chase vehicle, just in case one of us broke down. So I just wanted to give him some props for coming out today with us.
Thank you.
And did he actually fill the chase truck?
Yes. If you take a look behind you, there's a truck with a bike in the back of it. This is my buddy Jason. He came along with us on the ride, and this is my cousin Franco. So Franco, Frankie, Jason, and my dad Joe. Woo! Here we go!